Good morning, good people. How y'all doing? Happy New Year. We're waiting for our song to go off before I get on the air. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and enjoyed your New Year. You too, Daryl. What's up, Reggie? What's happening, brother? Just getting ready for the start the show. Just getting ready for this music to go off. Our theme music, Ali in the Jungle. 2019. That's right, brother Ty, back on the grind, back on the grind. Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody that's listening on WOAMLP 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio. Everybody that's watching on Facebook Live, thank you all as well. Happy New Year to you. Hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's as well as a Merry Christmas. We didn't do a show Christmas week either. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope everybody got everything they wanted, everything that you needed as well. This is the year, 2019. What's going on? What's going on, Eddie? Happy New Year to you too, man. This is the year right here, 2019. This is the 100th year anniversary of our local 623. So, happy anniversary to all my brothers and sisters from local 623. This is also the year that we've been waiting on. This is the year that we get to elect new leadership. We will elect new leadership this year. As you guys can see, as we've been saying for over the last about 4 or 5. Hey, babe, how you doing? Love you. As you can see, over the last 4 or 5 years that we've been out here trying to promote a change and promote being progressive and all these types of things. I think the majority of the people that we have been talking to, they understand that this year is the year. This past Monday, New Year's Eve, we went out to Oregon Avenue to continue to get signatures for our bylaw amendment and to sell some raffle tickets for our raffle that's still going on. We went out there, getting some signatures. Then we got about two pages while we was out there. Driver came up and he was talking about some of the issues that they were having at Oregon Avenue. And some of the stuff that these drivers were saying, man, it was mind-boggling, because historically, Oregon Avenue has been where the majority of support from, our e-board has been from Oregon Avenue. Historically. If you talk to the people that ran before, if you talk to the people that ran previous before us, they would tell you, hey, look, Oregon Avenue is where, you really have to spend a lot of time at, because that's where they get most of their support from. So we went over there on Monday, and the drivers was telling us all kinds of things that was going on. We had one particular driver who said that one particular instance, one of our members was just totally disrespected by the management, and he told our member, just talking down to him all kind of way, told him to get out of the building, all this stuff, and our principal officer was there, and the driver that told us what happened, I still couldn't believe it. He was saying that Shanahan was sat right there, let this brother get fired, didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing, just told the guy to go home and let the manager calm down. And I said, no, that doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? If you are the leader of the local, a member's there getting disrespected, and you're there, the manager turns and fires the member. You tell the member to go head home, let the manager cool off. I couldn't believe it. Then other drivers come up saying the same thing over and over again. The company is doing whatever they want to do. They changing people's times. But it was one sister that came up, and she really struck me, because she came up on us, and she was like, I said, hey, how you doing? Happy New Year. And she was on the defensive from the beginning. All we wanted was, the signatures for our bylaw amendment. That's all we wanted. First thing she said was, the union is a joke. The people in office are a joke. And I said, hey, sis, we're not with them. We're here to change all that. All that's all a joke. They're a joke. The company doing what they want to do. And you talking about signatures. I said, sis, you can't keep telling me that the people in office are a joke and you're not willing to do nothing about it. And unfortunately, a lot of our members feel the same way. They feel as though that no matter what happens, whoever gets in office, whatever, it's still going to be the same thing. And I'm telling you people, you got to get that mindset out of your head. You can't keep telling me, telling everybody, Jumbo, Clarence, Espo, you can't keep telling us that the guys in office are a joke, they're no good, this, that, and the other. You can't keep telling us that. What you guys got to do is you need to tell them that. Everybody needs to know why you feel that way, because they already know why I feel the way I feel. They see it, they hear it, they know it. So come from me, they expect it. But from a lot of people that's been supporting them for years and years and years, you guys need to stop being scared, open up your mouth, and tell them. It's time out for playing games with these guys. If you feel as though they're a joke, if you feel as though they need to go, then you need to put it on paper, and you need to let people in your center know. You need to let your co-workers know. You need to let the people that load your cars know. You need to let the people know that sort what you know. You need to let everybody in your area know. Because if you don't come out to the meeting and let them know, if you don't voice your opinion wherever you work at, then guess what's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. Then we will always be a joke. Listen, I get it. I understand. But you cannot put this on everybody. Listen, all of us are not a joke. I get it. But you can't tie everybody into the same thing. Everybody is not a joke. So when we out there trying to get signatures, and we out there giving information out. Listen, we trying to do something special here. Very, very special. One way or another, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Regardless of whatever people may try to do, it is going to happen this year. It's going to happen. You can't keep giving people concessionary contracts, letting the company dominate you. I mean, it's one thing if they make a mistake and say, oh man, you know what, we got to do better next time. There is no more next times. We keep going down this road over and over and over again. Going out to Oregon Avenue this past Monday, it was an eye-opener because, like I said, historically, that's been the place, that's been the building that has given them their biggest support. Now, to hear those drivers over there talk about them like that, that's a turning point. Because normally when we out at the gates, you could always tell the difference between the airport and Oregon Avenue. It was always, you could always tell the difference. PHL always had our back. They always supported us. Oregon Avenue, it was always like 50-50. You know what I mean? You got a lot of the older members over there at Oregon Avenue, the 22-2s, the top 40 guys, they over there. So it's always been like a little struggle. And you couldn't, and like I said, you can always tell the difference. PHL, Oregon Avenue. Not anymore. Both buildings are saying the same exact thing. Both buildings. The air service centers are saying the same exact thing. Now, my only issue is this. When it comes to October, are you guys going to put it on paper? That's the only question that I have for everybody that's listening. Are you going to put it on paper? Because it's one thing to keep saying, oh man, these guys are a joke. I mean, the sister on Monday, I mean, she was letting us have it about how, I mean, these guys are a joke. They come down here, they don't do nothing. They let the company do whatever. They walking people out the building. They doing this, they doing that. But what are you going to do about it? Like I told her. And I'm telling everybody that's listening and everybody that's watching. You can't keep saying these guys are a joke if you're not going to do anything about it. You just can't keep doing it. Then I know you guys heard about it. One of our BAs, our trustee, Rob Whartonby, he stepped down from being a BA and being on the board. I don't know what happened. I hear a lot of rumors. But again, I'm not going to speculate anything because I don't want nobody to say Hooker did this. No, Hooker don't know anything. Only thing I know is that he's no longer a board member. Now, I heard a whole bunch of stuff of why he's not no longer a board member, but I'll let the people in charge, I'll let them tell us why, because, like I said, until I hear it from them, then that's what I'm going to go by. But again, there's 2 BAs in less than a year that stepped down. Not a good look. You say what you want to say. You cannot fight UPS collectively if you got 2 BAs quit. Step out, whatever, quit, step down, whatever you want to call it. I don't even care. And I get it. I mean, I don't know the whole thing with Kevin Malley. I'm not going to speculate. They said something about the insurance. My thing is this. They knew it before he got the job. Like I said, I don't want to go too far into it because I don't know his whole situation. Now, if it's a family situation and you got to step down, trust me, I totally agree. But some of this stuff I'm hearing, man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. 2 BAs stepped down in less than a year. One of them doing the contract talks. I don't get it. I don't understand this, man. This is not what we signed up for. Every week when we pay our dues, we didn't sign up for this. We didn't sign up for the concessions. We didn't sign up for the sellouts. We didn't sign up for none of this stuff. But we just keep getting it. And until us as members come together and get these guys out of office, it's going to continue to be the same old thing. Day after day, year after year, it's the same old thing. Richard, they got to go. They gotta go. These guys are a joke. Well, what are you gonna do about it? It's 2019. What you gonna do? Now, one of the things that we started over the Christmas holiday, I sent out about 12, 13 emails to shop stewards and members, feeder drivers, package car drivers, part-timers, inside workers, ramp workers, every classification from every building. What I did was, over this Christmas break, I sent out an email to not to everybody, but to certain people in every classification on something that we have to be mindful of and be proactive on. And that's this new contract. What I did was, in the email, I talked about 2 articles in there that really is going to affect our local. Number 1, supervisors working, and the whole harassment deal. Now, when this new language in this contract come out, they're going to be talking about if a supervisor works 3 times in a 9-month period, the member would be paid at triple time. Well, how do we combat that? Because you know UPS is going to do whatever they can to get out of that. So how do we as members be proactive in stopping them from doing that before they can start it? That's what I did this Christmas break. What I did was, like I said, I sent out some emails to people in our local who I know will fight, who I know will use their voice, in every classification. I didn't want to miss out on anything. And in that email, I talked about how we could do that. Now, when the contract passes, I'm working on this thing now where it will be like a streamlined app that I have, and I'm trying to figure it out. What I want to be able to do is, say if a supervisor works up in small sort, on the night sort, which they do. Say they work, right? Member files a grievance. The company moves that supervisor down to the PD wall, right? Now, what we can do is, we can email, or we can message the steward in that affected area, so they'll know, hey, look, this soup or these soups were up here working on this day. Here's the grievance number. So now when they work over on the PD wall, whatever area they are in, that steward will know, hey, what's going on. Now, that steward files agreement for the supervisor working over his area. That's 2 times in the 9-month period. Okay, now let's say UPS, they send the member to Oregon Avenue. I mean, the supervisor to Oregon Avenue. All right? Send a message over there to the steward over there at Oregon Avenue. Hey, look, this supervisor has worked 2 times. Here's the grievance numbers. Here's the employees that were affected. Bam. Files the grievance over there at Oregon Avenue. Now the member gets paid triple time. Now, when that grievance goes into the office with the manager and with the steward, it won't just be him going in there. It will be him. It will be him, the steward, and everybody that had a hand in it going in at one time. So guess what that does? That brings everybody together. Everybody together. Everybody will have a hand in that member getting paid triple time, because we were proactive in the whole process. We didn't wait for them to do it. We already got a system in place, a plan in place, just in case. It's not even just in case. You know these guys are going to do it. They're already thinking about it. They're going to do it. So we got to be proactive in our protection against our members. We got to protect them, and we got to be proactive in doing it. We just can't wait and react to the company. We can't do that. We can't do that. That's why we're in the situation we're in now, because we are reacting to what they do, and instead of being proactive. Oh yeah, your retro check, man, it's not gonna happen until probably springtime, brother. They still got about five locals. Still got about 5 locals that are working on their supplement, my man. So Once that happens, we'll let everybody know what's going on with that. So again, now if you guys in our local 623, if you want me to send you the email that I sent to the other people about how we're going to be proactive in stopping this whole thing with the supervisors working and making sure we get triple time, shoot me your email. Shoot me your email. All right, you can put it up here, and then when I get home, I can email you everything what we need to do so we can make sure that we be proactive in this. Again, shoot me, like I said, you can private message me, and yeah, like you're right. Come to the union meeting on what is that you mean? 19th, January 19th, and come and ask them. Asking yourself, man. And that's the thing. Like Johnny Ola just said, if you guys feel a certain way, you got to let them know about it. You got to tell them. Telling us behind closed doors is nice and all, and we appreciate the support, but you got to tell them. You got to tell them. That's why, and I don't know if a lot of people you know this, that's why we're not with them no more. A lot of people may say the contract was in 2013. It did leave a bad taste in our mouth, but that was not the sole reason. It was not the sole reason. The biggest reason why we're not with them is because when you bring up stuff to them, they like to throw it back in your face and they don't want to do anything. I went to them, I say, hey, look, this is what the members are saying. How can we fix it? Their message to me was, tell them to stop crying, put their pants up, and all this other kind of garbage. So you know what? I had to get away from them. I didn't sign up to be a steward to not protect people. If I got to protect people from the leaders and the company, then that's what we got to do. I don't mind. I don't care. I don't care how long it take. I don't care whatever the cost may be. If we got to protect our members from the people in office and the company, then that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Because there is no way in the world that I'm going to sign up for something that says, hey, Hooker, you a steward, you got to protect the people. I'm not going to let nobody disrespect them. Anybody. Whether you in office or the company. I don't work for the hall. The hall works for us. And they got that, confused. They think we work for them. And that's not so. They work for us. And you guys need to understand that. 2 words on your check validate that whole check. It's on the right-hand side, right column. 2 words, union dues. It validates the whole check. It validates you coming into work. It validates you going to the union hall. It validates the insurance you get. It validates all the rights you have. So if you have the validation, then why don't you use it, y'all? I don't understand that. You guys will not use it. And listen, this is how it's going to be from now on. In 2016, I'm going to tell y'all something. In 2016, I was timid. I was afraid to say the wrong thing because of what I was hearing. And I did a lot of growing since then because I had to make a decision on what kind of leader that I want to be. Now, it's all fun and games until, it hit you. And it hit me. It hit me pretty hard. Because like I said, I had to make a decision. Now, it's the choice is you guys. Like I told that sister and other people. Listen, we appreciate all the stuff you tell us. I'm honest to goodness I do, but telling us doesn't mean anything. You got to tell the people in office, and a lot of the people that's been here years and years and years, you got to open up your mouth, man. Because if you say something, the other people who may feel like you feel but are afraid to say it, but if you say it, then they might come out and say it. And that's the issue. We all got to work together on this. It's 2019. 9 months until we vote. You guys got to make the decision on who and what's going on. These guys are not going to be in there. They barely won last time. Barely. I mean, I'm talking about 37 slate votes. 3 slates. 37 votes. If you add up the votes from the opposing slates, they don't win. So right there should tell you, just by numbers don't lie, there's more people that are against their leadership than are for their leadership. Just looking at the numbers. Just look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So again, you guys got to put it on paper. You can't keep saying these guys are a joke, and then 9 months later the joke be on us because you didn't put it on paper. Listen, driver after driver on Monday at Oregon Avenue, it was horror stories. It was just like, man, what's going on? We didn't think it was that bad. Now, we knew the issues at the airport, and we know somewhat at Oregon Avenue. But to hear it, I'm telling you, it was bad. It was really, really bad, man. I'm telling you. Then this whole thing with Rob, and he stepping down or quitting or whatever you want to call it. Then they got 2 BAs quit in a year and all this stuff. And then how they handled the whole contract. You guys got to wake up, man. But I also want to thank all the people that has been participating in this bylaw amendment. We got about 30 pages. 30 pages full of signatures. Yes, 30 pages. And we're not done yet. So we still going to be out there. I got to pick up some more pages from the guys that's been working behind the scenes. I had some drivers on Monday take some papers, and was getting them signed. Listen, you guys got to wake up, man. You can't, like I said, you can't keep. I got to reiterate this because it's coming up a lot as of late, especially after this last contract. People keep saying it over and over and over. They gotta go. They gotta go. These guys are a joke. The company does what they want to do. They do this. They do that. What are you guys going to do about it? That's my question to you on this second day in January 2019. What are you going to do about this leadership that we have here? What are you going to do about it? You going to keep saying it's a joke? You going to keep saying they got to go? Or are you going to do something about it? All this stuff y'all keep saying, time out for that. Put it on paper. Now, later on this week, we're going to be doing something else that's going to spotlight our local. Man, like I said, we're going to do our part to uplift this local. We're going to do our part to make sure it's in progression. It's been productive. Again, later on this week, matter of fact, on Thursday, we got something going on, and you guys going to be very, very proud again. Again, we want people, when they mention great locals and Teamsters, I want 623 to be mentioned with the likes of 804 and 705 and all these great locals. You know what I mean? And we're going to work toward doing that. We're going to protect our members, fight for better contracts. But the thing we got to do is we got to educate our membership, and we got to be transparent. There is no way in the world that we should have fell for this whole thing with this contract. I'm telling you. When they came back and told us, hey man, look, if you don't vote yes the first time, we gonna take part of your raise and put it to the pension. Man, the people that voted yes for that, I'm not faulting you, at least you voted. But guess what they're gonna do from now on? They're going to try that again and again and again. And with these guys we got in office, what you think going to happen? They made it, this whole summer, they made it about did Jumbo vote yes? Did he vote no? They didn't tell you why the pension might be $6 million short. They didn't tell you why you couldn't get what you wanted in the contract. They didn't tell you why they got a half an hour lunch for the drivers. They just told you, man, look, Jumbo voted yeah, and that's it. They made it all about him and not about you or your family. They didn't speak out against Hoffa. They won't do that. They won't for the life of me. I can't even get it out. I can't even get it out. If your leader is not doing their job, how can you keep supporting them? And that goes here too. If you know these guys are not doing the job, how can you keep voting them in? It's that simple. You know they're not doing the job. You guys know it. But for some reason, I've been there. I've been there. I've been loyal. I understand it, man. You don't want to do it because you're loyal to them. They might have saved your job a couple of times, but guess what? Those 2 words in your check got your job back. Name me a company where if you pay for something and they'll say something like, well, at least they get you get something from them, but you paid for it. You get what you paid for. If I go to shop right now and I go in there and get some groceries, they're gonna get my groceries because I paid for it. Just like these guys here. If you pay your union dues, they have an obligation to fight for you. They didn't do it for free. You paid for it. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Nothing that they do is free. You paid for it. You paid for it. When you got up, went to work, all those hard hours, you came home, Friday came, you got your check, you opened your check up, it said union due on it, didn't it? You paid for it. When you went to work, and they tried to send you home, and your BA came in there and made sure you stayed and got your time, you paid for it. But what you didn't pay for, you didn't pay for the concessions, you didn't pay for the harassment, you didn't pay for the partiality that the E-Board gives you. You didn't pay for that. And those are the things that you guys gotta wake up about. If you don't, it's gonna keep going. I'm telling you, it's going to keep happening. Again, you're listening to 92.9 WOMLP, South Philadelphia Community Radio. Hope you guys enjoying the show. Hope you guys enjoying the new year. Shout out to Local 804 EMS, the Experience Matters slate, as they took office today. Congratulations to them. Our brothers down in Dallas, Fort Worth, 767. Brother Brian and what's my man's name? I forgot his name. I don't want to say it wrong. That's what it is. I don't want to say it wrong. Congratulations to you guys and the guys out in D.C. As they won. A lot of locals, man, has switched leaderships since November because people are tired of this leadership. They're tired of the give backs. They're tired of the concessions. They're tired of it all. So my question is to you guys here at 623, when you guys gonna be tired of it? When you guys gonna have enough? You can't keep going down this road and you can't keep saying the same thing about these guys in office without actually showing it, showing them, showing your co-workers. Because it's gonna take all of us to do this. And I hear some people, they concerned about it being more than 2 slates. Listen, I don't care. We don't care. It could be 1,000 slates, 10, 5, 100. It don't matter. If you want us to win, then you'll vote for us. Plain and simple. I don't care about nobody else. Why should y'all? Ain't nobody else doing anything, so why should you care? Now, let me give you an example of what I mean. Now, this is a sports crazy town. You know, the Eagles got in. And my boys in there, whatever. But the one thing that I always hear about Eagles fans, they always hate to hear about Cowboy fans talking about what they did way back in the day, what they used to do, and that's what we at now. I don't want to hear about what people used to do or what they did before. What are you doing now? What have you done? Janet Jackson had a song, "What Have You Done For Me Lately?" So I don't care about nobody else. I really don't. So, and I would suggest that you not care about nobody else either. Only people you need to care about is the people in your household and getting these people out of office. That's the only people you need to care about. And that's the only people I'm worried about. I'm not worried about who running. I'm not worried about who not running. All I'm worried about is protecting the members, stopping UPS from dominating us, and getting these guys out of office. That's it. People got a right to run, let them run. If they feel they can do it, let them run. And I don't care. Let them run. My thing is this. Three things, three choices. Get off the track, get on the train, or get ran over. Don't make no difference to us. Because this is crazy. I've never seen it this bad. I'm telling you, man, it's bad everywhere. Everywhere. There's not too many people who have anything good to say about these guys in office no more. I don't see it. I don't hear it as much as I used to. They used to try to find something to say to make you want to, believe in them still. But I haven't heard anything. Now it's just this last contract they just negotiated. I believe in my heart that was the last. That was it. That was the straw that broke the camel back. You can't come back to us with nothing, then threaten us with nothing, and then tell us if we don't take. Man, listen. The choice is you guys. You guys got to make a decision on what you want. I can get on here every Wednesday, talk to them blue in the face, go at the gates, go to Oregon Avenue, go to the PHL, go to the Air Service Center, hand out information, show you everything that we plan on doing, show you the stuff that they haven't done. It's gonna take you guys to vote. You know what I mean? So you guys have got to pay attention. Again, if you guys want to get on what we're trying to do with this whole when the new contract drop, send me your email. You can message it to me. You can post it up here, and I can see the email that I sent out to everybody, well, to a few people during the Christmas break, about how we're gonna be progressive and protecting our members against this whole supervisor working language and harassment language, since there is no teeth that says that they're going to get paid and all. UPS is going to try to find a way to get out of it, and that's our job to make sure that we hold their feet to the fire, and we got to be proactive in doing that. So again, if you want to get in on that, send me your email. You don't have to be a steward. You don't have to be a member that's been here a long time. We just want people who are not afraid to fight. I don't care if you vote for us or not. That's not the issue. We gotta protect our members. We gotta educate them on what's going on, and we gotta protect them. So send me your email address, and I'll send you the email out to what we plan on doing moving further. The guys that have received it, the email, they love the idea. I even got a call back from one of them explaining how we can improve on it and add more to it. And that's what we want. Listen, we all got to work together on this. We all got to work together on this. This is like this whole bylaw amendment. This is not a 623 Lives Matter bylaw amendment. This is a local 623 bylaw amendment because we want transparency in negotiations. We want to know everything that's going on from day one, from the very first proposal to the day we get the contract in our hand. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what the members want. They want to know. They want to know. They want to know why we got this, why we didn't get that. And they have a right because we paid for it. When you pay for something, you should get it. It's just that simple. We're paying for something that we're not getting. So again, make sure if you want to, guys, you want to get in on it, Send me an email address. I'll send it out to you. We'll go over it, and then when the contract comes out, I have this app that is good for organizing. So when this come out, I can send that link out, download the app real quick and responsive. This supervisor worked over here. Okay, the supervisor moved. Bam, we got to keep track on everything that's going on, because that's the only way we're going to stop these guys. But we got to be proactive. We can't wait. Can't wait for these guys. You know they're going to do it. So, again, January 19th is our first union meeting of the year. That's when I will present the bylaw amendment. As it states in our current bylaws, whenever you want to make a bylaw amendment, you have to do it at the first meeting of the year. This is the first meeting of the year, come January 19th. In that meeting, I will read it out loud, give the amendment with all the signatures I have to Bill Shanahan. And in February meeting, he'll read it again. And then in March meeting, now March meeting is very, very important. March meeting is very, very important, because that's the meeting that we end up voting on the amendment to get it actually implemented into our bylaws. Now, what you got to have in March's meeting, you got to have 2/3 of the members in attendance to say yes to the amendment. Then, of course, Mr. Hoffa, our general president, would have to agree. So we'll see how that goes. But again, even if he doesn't agree, we have a backup plan to make this happen. But that only comes if we get in office. If we don't get in office, then the backup plan ain't gonna work. So because what could happen is, and I'm gonna tell you, the backup plan is to make a resolution to get it implemented, even if it don't go through in March. Say if I don't see it happening, but say if the people there that show up don't want the amendment, then it won't happen. But the majority of the people want this. They want transparency. So again, if it doesn't go through in March, the backup plan is we get elected, then we make a resolution, then it gets put in. You know what I mean? So even if it doesn't work, we already thinking that, hey, look, we thinking in advance, because anything can happen. You always got to have a backup plan, and, you know, that's our plan. So another plan that you guys got, another thing that we plan on doing once we're in office is this. And you guys have heard me talk about it, especially as of late, because what happened with Mr. Ivory Minkins. If you guys don't know what happened with Mr. Ivory Minkins, for everybody that's just listening for the first time, or you forgot, or you haven't listened to in a while, I'm going to give you a real quick short version. Mr. Ivory Minkins is a 20-year Teamster who went full-time about 4 years ago. He made his progression, 4 years was up, bam, he was hoping to get his top rate pay. That didn't happen. So I helped Mr. Minkins out to get his pay. The Hall said he wasn't supposed to get it. He's not going to get it because November and December didn't count, which is a lie. I just don't, like I said, I don't know what's going on with those guys. Anyway, gave him the agreements, he put it in, he got the money. He got out a check for over $3,300. The Hall was telling him he wasn't going to get nothing because November and December didn't count. He got it. So again, we got to educate our members on their rights. What I did with Mr. Minkins was I gave him the agreements with the Articles 17. For all you guys who don't know, Article 17 is in our national agreement. It's paid for time. It deals with things from pay shortages, from not getting paid correctly, your hourly rate, anything that deals with pay. Article 17 takes care of that. And also, 41, I think it was 41 Section 3, which dealt with his progression, his 4-year progression. Put that on there. I explained it to him, what that meant to him. Screenshot it, went over it with him when we was at work together. Then when he was able to go home, I let him read it again, sent it to him so he could understand every step of the way on why he should get his money. That is probably the biggest part of our plan, is educating our members, because an educated member the UPS will not be able to dominate an educated member. The union will not be able to dominate an educated member. That is the power of education. If I know my rights and I know how to use my rights, there's nothing that nobody, no company, no union, no person could ever do to me. If I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm doing it correctly, I'm doing it by the book, and I'm well within what my contract says that I have. There's nothing nobody can do. I don't care how much billions of dollars you have or whatever. There's nothing no one can do to you if you know your rights. And that's what we got to do. We got to educate our members. That has to be one of the main things. And we got to be transparent with them. We know a lot of things that people are not going to like. They're not going to agree with. Oh, you guys should have did it this way. But thing about it is, they're going to know it from the very beginning. We're not just going to be transparent in negotiations. We're going to be transparent in everything. Because we have nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide. So, those that don't have anything to hide nothing. It's just that simple. But you guys got to give us that chance. You guys got to give us that chance. So, again, what we want to continue to talk about is education and transparency. We started doing that. We've been doing that. Another thing is, we started being proactive in how we're going to fight this new contract. There's so many holes and loopholes that the company would exploit, and if we're not prepared, if we're not educated, and if the members are not privy to the information, because it's so-called brown now, but you can get the contract now. But you guys have got to participate. You can't leave it just to the board. Now, the board may have their issues, but it ain't all on them. Let's get that straight. Yeah, I'm saying it. It's not all on them. They do a lot of stuff that's not right, but we played our part in it too. We don't show up to the meetings. We don't hold the company accountable. We don't do our part. So again, yeah, they take the brunt of the blame, but we got some blame that's on our back too. We don't do our part. Can't keep pointing the blame at the e-board, and we're not doing everything that we can to make this union run better. You know what I mean? And that's what we got to do. You know what I mean? We got to make it run, because the members are the union. It's not the officials. Yeah, we do want better officials, but we got to do our part. We got to do our part. For an example, once we told them that we were running against them back in 2016, we knew that they were going to be, they were going to kind of ostracize us from a lot of things. You know what I mean? Because even before, even when it was rumored that we were running against them, I never forget it. There was this organizing opportunity that the TNBC was putting together, and one of our board members came up to us and, hey, look, he asked us, are you guys still with us? And we was like, huh? Well, I wanted to make sure you guys were still with us before we offer you this organizing class. And I'm sitting there like, wow, I can't believe that. You mean to tell me I have to be with you guys in order for you to teach me something, or in order to educate me on something? That's not leadership. That's not. I don't care if you with me or not. If it's going to make you a better member, I'm going to offer it to you. I don't care if you support me or not. A leader's goal is to make more leaders. Make more leaders. So when we found that out, we knew that we had to go on the outside and get the education that we needed. We knew these guys weren't going to offer it to us. So we did it on our own. Every time somebody had a conference or a class or a book or this or that, we jumped on it, educated ourselves, got better equipped with what to do, when to do, and how to do. So we had to ask those guys, because it's sadly that they would do that, but that's the kind of people that they are. And it's sad, because I don't care if you with me or not. If you paying for something and it's going to help you be better, I'm going to offer it to you. That's just the way it is. I don't care. Listen, somebody always said, I think another principal officer told me one time that he would offering the people that was against him, he would offer them all kind of classes and everything like this. And the people in his joint council were like, man, why would you do that? Why would you offer the people that's against you to better prepare themselves to run against you? He said, man, listen, I don't care. If the people that put me in office think it's time for me to go, then ain't nothing I can do. But he said, I'm not going to stop educating the membership just because these guys are against me. These guys are not like that. They're not like that. They believe that they own that hall. They never owned it. We owned it. The members own it, not them. Hoffa don't own it. Shanahan don't own it. The members own it. So come October, we need to show them who's in charge. That is my charge to every last member of Local 623 on the second day of this new year. My charge to you, every last one of you guys, is it's time for us to stop complaining, talking about how they're a joke and they didn't need to go. My charge to you is, come October, put it on paper. Put it on paper. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you don't put it on paper, then we're going to be the joke. They're not going to be the joke. We're going to be the joke. Our family's going to be the joke. We're going to be the laughing stock. So it's up to you. It's up to you guys. That's my charge to you guys. That's my charge. I'm telling you. Don't let this year go out and we don't have new leadership. If we don't, we're going to be the joke. We're going to be the joke. UPS going to sit back. They're going to continue to laugh. They're going to continue to dominate. They really going to run amok. They really going to run amok. I'm telling you, they're running amok now. You guys hear what's been going on. BAs quitting left and right. How you going to, you know what, how you going to have two BAs step down, quit, turn, whatever you want to call it? How are you going to have two that step down in less than a year? A concession field contract. UPS continued their domination of your members. I mean, what's going on? And then you wonder how people talk about getting out of the union. Then if that happens, guess what's going to happen? They're going to want to blame all the politicians. If we do our job as union members and union leaders, right to work wouldn't have a chance. They wouldn't have nothing to stand on. But you can't take people's votes away and then say, oh, well, I got to follow the Constitution and all this other kind. Because you didn't follow it before. Now all of a sudden you got to follow it. You see what I mean? You forgot. You thought we didn't know that. You didn't follow it before, but now you want to follow it. Yeah, okay. My charge, like I said, to you guys in Local 62. Matter of fact, my charge to everybody that's going to watch this and listen to this. Every Teamster local, my charge to you. If your local leaders are not doing their job, my charge to you is to get you a team together and vote them out of office. Because everybody can't keep saying these guys are a joke. Because I see it online, I mean, and all these other locals, all these guys, this, that. At a certain point, man, you got to stop saying it and start doing it. It's just that simple. Just that simple. So again, you guys, this is the year, 2019. We got 9 months. Make up in your mind now what you're going to do. You know what I mean? You got to make up in your mind now. You see it. You see what it... And check this out. And I really want you to think about this. In the last 3 years, how many times have you seen them at the gates? Now, I know they're busy. I'm not going to say they don't. They do have a lot of stuff to do. But at a certain time, you got to come and show your members that you care about them. They came out there and told you to vote yeah. They came out there and told you they wanted more money for the credit union. And that was it. That was it. That was it. Vote yeah for the contract and to get more money for the credit union. Twice. That was it. Now I bet you, they're gonna be out there trying to get y'all to vote for them again. Listen, man, you guys see it. You guys see it. But for some reason, y'all don't want to say nothing. Y'all don't want to say nothing, man. I don't know why. I don't get it. You complain to us, and like I said, you can complain to us, because we're going to listen. We're going to listen. But you need to put it on paper so they can read it. They need to get their walking papers in about 9 months. They need to get their walking papers. And the members need to let them know that it's our hall. It's not their hall. It's our hall. But you guys got to make that decision. You guys got to make that decision. Again, if you guys want to receive the email that I sent that over the Christmas break about how we plan to be proactive and stopping the company from getting out of this whole new language with the supervisors working and the harassment, send me your email address. And happy New Year, brother Greco. Send me your email address so I can send it to you. Because once this contract drop, I'm sending an email out with the link. We're going to hit the road running, man. We ain't wasting no time. We're not playing no games with these guys. Soon as these guys start, soon as they start violating our rights, we hitting them. We hitting them now. But once this thing, because they're going to try to get out of it, so we're going to make sure we hit them. Again, congratulations to our brothers in Local 804 as they took the office today. Our brothers in 767. Our brothers down in D.C. 641, I believe, in Lexington, Kentucky. Or 651. I don't want to say the wrong local. Forgive me. I know it's in Lexington, Kentucky. And congrats to you guys. I know you guys are going to do the job. Everybody that got an election coming up this year, good luck to you guys, especially if your guys in office are not doing their job. They got to go. Our guys are going to be gone by the end of this year. It is what it is, guys. Hey, listen. Looks like I'm up on my time, but I don't see the next guys for their show, so I'm going to keep on going until they come. Hope that's all right with you guys. Again, that's WOOM 92.9, South Philadelphia Community Radio. Bringing you another live edition of the 623 Lives Matter Radio Show. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody enjoyed the holidays. Now we're getting back to the grind. You know what's getting ready to happen. They're getting ready to do a lot of layoffs. I know this morning, I know Clarence going to have to put like 12, 13 grievances in tomorrow because they sending all these people home and then try to get the supervisors to do the work. I don't understand that, but that's what happens. These guys know. They know they shouldn't do it, but they do it anyway. And the blatant disrespect, man, is crazy. And a lot of times they do it because they just have no respect for us as union members. They have no respect for us as they have no respect for our leaders. Situation happened not long ago where our preload manager and her boss's boss, man, they was sticking it to Shanahan, yelling and screaming at him, and he didn't even say nothing, man. He was just, Man, y'all can say what y'all want to say about me and all this stuff, but there ain't nowhere in the world that I'm gonna let that happen. It just ain't gonna happen. I don't get it, man. But again, that's why the people think we're a joke, because our leaders are not doing their part. But listen, I said it. I see some new guys coming up here. I want to tell y'all this. We cannot keep saying that the guys in the office are a joke and they don't do the job if we don't do our part and get them out of office. I'm telling you, that lady, our sister at Oregon Avenue, man, she really got to me on that one, because it almost, and I think the attitude is with a lot of our members. They don't want to participate with anything that has to do with progressing the union, because they feel as though, number one, it's not going to work. Number two, they feel as though our leaders are a joke. So since our leaders are a joke, they think everything under them is not going to mean anything. And I'm telling you guys now, in order for us not to have these joke leaders like you guys call them, you gotta vote them out. Just look at the track record. And I know, and you know what they're going to tell you. All the experience, they never did nothing. Look at their experience. Look what it has got you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you. Look at their experience and look what it has gotten you. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right? You can't keep blaming folk. Oh, they don't have experience at doing this. They ain't got that, this, that, and the other. And then the people who got all the experience is giving you major concessions. Not fighting for you. People getting walked out. You calling them a joke. This and on and on and on and on and on. And that's experience. You guys make the decision. I got to get it right out of here. I got my man here. He get ready to do his show. Again, my charge to everybody here is make sure we take our local back. It belongs to the members. If you guys don't wake up and stop saying they're a joke, the joke is going to be on us. That's my charge to you. Happy New Year. Peace out. Love you guys. I love you. God bless you. 623 Lives Matter.